Hello all. Welcome back to my YouTube. Please like before we get any further into the video and subscribe for me. Shout out to my one subscriber so far. You the shit. Before I start this video, you all, I just want to say a few things. I do not make these videos to talk shit about people. I'm genuinely making these videos to heal. I literally, like, when I started this YouTube, it was not I was thinking about it for months. Should I do it? No. I literally started this video on Monday of this week. And in the last 3 days, I have figured out how to create thumbnails. I figured out how to edit videos. I have figured out how to alter music. Like, y'all are really on a journey with me. Like, for real. Like, this is not to talk bad about anybody. On my 35th birthday, I genuinely boo-hoo cried. I had a good old cry from the soul because I did not think I was gonna make it to 35. I have thought about unaliving myself so many times from the pain I've experienced at the hands of others, and I no longer wanted to feel that emotional hurt anymore. Yeah, I boohoo cried on my 35th birthday. I had to talk with my mom. Like, Mom, can you believe I made it? Like, and I told myself, since I made it to 35, I asked my angels, I asked my ancestors, I asked my spirits. I said, since I made it to 35, I cannot heal myself, and I need the help. I need you all to heal me. And they said, make these videos. And I told them, if they can heal me, they have me. So here I am making these videos. So anybody who has may have an issue about anything being said in my videos, take it up with yourselves, because I can't say anything bad about you if you didn't treat me bad, right? Yeah, I believe that's how the world works. Yeah. Because who goes around just making up things about people for no reason at all? You know, lying. Who am I talking to? I'm talking about my family. They're familiar with lying. They're the biggest liars, biggest and baddest liars around. Bad as it mean every time you speak, I can tell that you're telling a lie. Must suck to be y'all. But anywho, y'all, in my last story, I left off my mama being in long stints in the hospital for months at a time, and my father being the parental whatever he was to us during that time. I forgot to mention that my mom got a gastric bypass surgery as well. I completely forgot about that. I read my journals from when I was a child the other night, and like, it was in my journals, and I was like, oh yeah, she did. And if you don't know anything about a gastric bypass, like, if you already have previous health issues before getting it, it's gonna make your health issues after so much worse. And I believe that's why her health issues got so much worse so fast, due to that surgery. So yeah. So at the time, my father was the parent, the adult, the whatever the hell he wants to go by, because he's not an adult. But that's what he was. He was the adult at the time that took responsibility over us. And my mom My mom was in the hospital sick. I was dealing with that. Like, she was no longer around like she normally was. My mom was a house mom. She's the one that when I went to school, she was there. When I came home, she was there. My mother, there was not a time my mom was not there because she was a stay-at-home mom. So she was the one that cooked, cleaned, and everything for us. My father does not cook. He does not clean. He maybe can make 2 dishes. Maybe. And he can't even do that no more because of the health issues he's had. I shouldn't be smiling when I say that, but god damn, that's how I know karma is real. I keep on saying that. I keep saying karma is real, but y'all don't be believing me. Anywho, and so there was no cleaning being done. There was no cooking being had. What my father did was pay other people to check in on us. There was a lady that lived up the street from us that would come by every so often and look in on us. And at that time, I was having me and my relationship with my sister Esther was getting worse and worse. Like I have never bonded with her. I never felt close with her. And it's like I said, she's a mini P dot. So how close can you get to a mini narcissist? So I'm beefing with my sister. My dad, when he is in the house, when he's not out, like he would literally be gone for days at a time, like doing whatever the hell he does with women. This is the time when Google chats was, well, not Google, AOL chats was popping. I don't know, like that's a time you have to be there. You have to be there. If you know, you know. And he would always be in those AOL chats looking for women and stuff. So he would be gone for days, off with other women and stuff. Not parenting. I can tell you that's what he was not doing. Not parenting. So he would leave us at home alone by ourselves for periods and periods of time. Sometimes we had food. Sometimes, like under his reign, I knew we were broke. I don't even know if we were broke. He just had poor money management skills. He does not know how to budget. He does not know how to manage money. Their lights were off at times. We didn't have hot water at times. It was just like, it was a contrast to living with my mother. I never had that with my mom. Never. The house wasn't getting clean. There was barely anything in there for us to eat. And when he did go grocery shopping, he didn't ask us what we liked. He just like bought whatever. Anywho, like I would have been a vegan like so much earlier in life, but I was lucky if we even have food in the house, to be honest, with him around. But yeah, he would be gone for days, weeks at a time, out of town with other chicks, while my mother was in the hospital, leaving us at home alone. And when he was home, he was putting his hands on us as if we were grown-ass men. He was kicking my mentally disabled sister out the house. Like this is the preview. This was the trailer to the movie of my life. This was the preview of what was to come after my mom passed. Because my mom was not passed yet, and I told you he was having a free fall before my mom even passed. I literally had to call my mom in the hospital while she was sick, so he would let me back in the house after kicking me out. I'm still a child at this time. I had to be like 10, 11, 12, around there. My sister did the same, getting kicked out the house constantly because he felt like that was okay. And there's I know for a fact there's multiple police reports for me calling. I don't even have the emotional capacity to go look them up and to read and to hear all the things, because what I read in my journal was enough for me. I found my journals. I was reading like so I can be at least chronological and know, like, remember what was happening at the time, because to be honest, just dealing with it. I'm now just at the age of 35 grieving my mother, because I never got a chance to actually grieve my mother, because as soon as my mother died, I was in survival mode. I had to protect myself at all times. Like, y'all ever been in a house with someone that you had to like walk on eggshells with because you don't know what was going to set them off? That's what it's like having him around. That was what it was like living in the same house as him. You didn't know what you did. Like, you could have said, you don't even, like what you said, it couldn't even have been a big deal to you, but for some reason he could have been at a hard day. One of his bitches could have told him no, and he took it out on us. Like, so I never knew when the next hit was coming. I never knew when the next slap to the back of the head was. I never knew none of that. Like, all items, it doesn't matter what the item was, he would hit us with it. Things were thrown at me. Like, I forgot to add along with the stupid idiot dumb, it was fool. You fool. You fool. I have to laugh, y'all, because I'm not gonna keep on crying about this shit. That what he did is on him. It had nothing to do with me. And I failed to mention in my child, ever since I was a child, y'all, I have been talking to spirits. I have been seeing entities. Like, I've been seeing, like, in my journal, I'm reading about angel numbers when I was in junior high. How the fuck would I know about angel numbers? How would I know any of that? None of my family is religious. Well, I'm sorry. None of my family is spiritual. They are all religious. So how would I know anything about an angel number? But in my journal, as I was reading it, I was like, what the fuck? I know about angel numbers? And then I started remembering, like, I used to talk to spirits. I used to see spirits. I used to see, like, dark entities. So I used to have, I know I still have that ability, because I talk to my mom every day. I feel my mom every single day. Like, I feel angels around me. I feel protected. So, yeah. I've always had, to the people in my family that always projected onto me, yeah, I'm not like you. Never will be. I never was. I'm not regular. Surprise. I'm not regular. I see spirits. And while I'm here, I do want to mention the people that are talking behind my back and that are gossiping. I know you guys are doing this not because anyone is telling me. It's because I literally have dreams and I see you. For the last 2 weeks especially, my fucking angels are not letting me sleep whatsoever. I literally spent the last 2 nights up all night. I got a total of 2 hours of sleep from 8 to 10. And then after that, I kept on getting visions after visions and getting woke up. Like, my angels are not letting me sleep because whatever the fuck y'all doing, they trying to show me and they keep on showing me. I wish y'all would stop. I really wish y'all would stop. I don't know what you feel like I ever did to you besides exist. I'm sorry for existing. Sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry for speaking my truth of how you treated me. I'm sorry. Leave me the fuck alone now. Thank you. But yeah, I've always saw spirits. I've always seen angels. I've always seen dark ass energies and souls. Hence why I never liked certain people in my family. You guys have character flaws. And instead of looking inward, you're looking outward and trying to blame me for your character, like I have any influence over your behavior. But yeah, we were constantly getting kicked out. So eventually, leading up to that summer, I was either going into 8th grade year or 9th grade year. I can't remember exactly. Because I remember in junior high, I did tell somebody to stop talking about my mom because my mom died. I think that was in junior high. I think it was 8th grade. I recall that distinctively. I remember the boy's name. I'm not gonna say it, but I said, "Stop talking about my mom. She just died." Like, I was so pissed. I was so upset. I was so upset. So upset. But yeah, when she was about to pass, I believe she knew she was about to pass. She had individual talks with us all. At the time, I didn't know that's what it was and what she was doing. But now that I think about it, like, as an adult, I know that's what she was doing. She was giving us her, like, last little, hang in there, I'm about to go. And you know what? I'm sad my mom passed, but I'm not sad that she, like, went when she went. She was in a lot of pain. And y'all know that song, there's a leak in this old building? I interpret it as, it's like, your soul is moving on to a new body because the body that you're in is not sustainable. And every time I hear that song, I think about my mom. Like, yeah, I'm sad that she went when I was young. But I'm not sad that she went because she was in pain and I couldn't watch her cry anymore. I couldn't watch her body break down on her anymore. I couldn't watch her deteriorate anymore. It was just, yeah. So we went off to Florida. Before we went to Florida, she had those individual talks with us. I don't know what she told my siblings because they were private talks, but I can tell you, I'm not going to say what she told me, but I can tell you what she told me was the reason why I did not unalive myself. She knew what I was about to be up against. And her words, every time I thought about it, her words were always the second thought that came to mind. So, before she left, she basically saved my life in the process. Once again, I cannot say how much of an amazing person my mother is. And it's like, the things that she used to know, it's like, how did you know? I know my kids. I know my kids. But yeah, her words saved my life more than once. More than shit. To make it to 35. From words that she gave me when I was 13. That's how powerful her words were. So yeah. So we went off to Florida. We road trip down there. When I tell you, we took road trips all the time. Something else I hate taking now is road trips because my father made that an insufferable experience as well. Being in close quarters with him, just like being around him is like a task. You don't want to do it, you have to do it. It's draining. It's soul sucking. Nothing like of significance happened in Florida really that's worth mentioning. He did his whole he buys people love with money thing where, like, when he talked to us, my siblings would ask him to send stuff, and, like, you know, like, I just asked how my mom was doing and all that. That's what I really cared about. I didn't care about him nor what the hell he could send us. And story, let my half sister tell it. She said that she called the hospital every day, and the one day that she didn't call, my mom passed away. Whatever makes her feel better. That's her story. I can't verify it, but that's her story. So when the way that we found out that my mom passed is my dad called, and my half sister, let out this soul crushing wail, like, and I knew by that sound that my mom was gone. And the sad part is that I can't even mourn my mom because I know what I'm walking back into as soon as I hit down in Texas. I know what is ahead of me. I know it's like at the age of 13. I've been in survival mode since the age of 13. Y'all, I didn't realize that until like a year or two ago. I have been surviving and I have not been living. And that's why I've been so exhausted. That's why I've been so exhausted with life. Because I have not been living. Oh, but we gonna live now. We gonna live now. So we go back to Texas. Sorry for all the ums, y'all. This is how I think. When I take my pauses and my ums, that's I'm thinking. But we go back to Texas. All the family comes down for the funeral. I can't remember one thing particular. I maybe like with the arrangements or anything about the funeral. I was in a whole fog. I went through the funeral like my body was there, but that's it. It's like I was watching myself from above. Like, I totally disconnected. And that's really how I got through my childhood. That's why I'm able to like detach from people like so easily. Like, in order to survive my abuse, I had to like be outside my body. I wasn't feeling these punches. I wasn't feeling these hits. I wasn't hearing these insults. It happened to me, but I'm not there to experience it. And that's how I got through the abuse. But anywho, the distinct things I remember from my mama's funeral was the song that we chose for her was Mama by Boyz II Men. You know, Mama, you know I love you. You're the queen of my heart. I can't remember the words, but y'all know it from Soul Food. Well, if you're old enough, you know it. And also, my grandma wore all white to the funeral. And she said the reason why she wears all white to funerals is because life is a celebration. We're celebrating life. We're not mourning their life. We're celebrating their life. And she was so fucking right. My mom's life needed to be celebrated. The things that she did, the things that she accomplished, the things that she knew. Out of anybody in my family, out of everybody, my mom was the only one I believe that saw me. Like, she saw me. Like, I felt seen. I felt understood. But yeah, after the funeral, everybody went back to their regular lives. And I survived. I survived. Like I said, my mom passed away when I was 13. 13 was the year that I lost my virginity. Same year that I was 13, my mentally disabled sister was 15, and she got pregnant with her first child. I recently had a mutual friend ask me about the guy I lost my virginity to, and I was telling, he was like, "Yo, you had sex with so and so," and I was like, "I was 13 and he was 16." Why he's still talking about? That's not something you should brag about, sir. That's not something you should tell anybody. I believe that's statutory. No. Okay. But yeah, my mom just died, so I had my mom died. I had no parental supervision. It was a free fall. We did whatever we wanted. People were constantly at our house. We used to have like sleepovers with like, we ain't not there. We not there yet because I'm still in junior high. We not there yet though. Well, my sister did get pregnant, so. Well, it's not into my 9th grade. She didn't. She didn't get pregnant until my 9th grade year. But I'm gonna say this. To my family, because you guys seem to be so much in denial to the things that happened to us, and say you didn't know. That's cute and all. That excuse is real cute. But when my 15-year-old mentally disabled sister got pregnant with her first child, as an adult, because I'm an adult right now, that would have been red flag to me. Something's wrong. And if you truly cared as you want to make others believe that you did, I would have took my mentally disabled sister. You could have left me and the other one. But I, as an adult now, I would have took my mentally disabled sister. But that's just me, you know. That's just me. I'm a thinker. I actually do care about people. Not y'all. Not y'all. Never. Y'all can kick rocks. But I do care about people and the safety of others. And I don't make up excuses. And I take accountability for my actions. That's something that the whole lot is not familiar with. So yeah. So you can tell yourself whatever you want to make yourself feel better. But I was a 13-year-old that lost my mom, a kid, a child, and you were an adult. Literally, she raised you to be an adult. And I was getting my ass handed to me by my father every day. So you can say whatever you need to do to make yourself feel better, while I was dodging, slitting my fucking wrist. So, yeah. So, I'm going to leave it there. My sister gets pregnant. That's a whole thing. That's a whole, how he treated her, what he said to her, how he put her on blast. Like, my poor sister. My poor sister. My poor sister. And she's mentally disabled. So, to this day, y'all, she loves the shit out of my dad. It's not like she knows any different treatment. Like, what is she supposed to do? Hate him? She doesn't. That's fine, because I'll do it for her. I'll do it all for her. With how she was treated and what he did to her is shameful. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be embarrassed of yourself. I'm embarrassed to ever be one of your children. When people ask me, are you my father? I'm ashamed to admit it. You're disgusting. You're a disgusting person. And that's why your life is the way it is now. You're a nasty, dirty, grimy coward. Your spirit is dark and evil. And the fact that you called me a devil is fucking laughable. Laughable. I would never do the things that you did to us, to anyone, let alone children. but I'm the demon and I'm the devil. That's the words that you repeat out your mouth to me about other people. Well, now I'm telling other people what you have done. You won. You're winning. You're winning. If it was the contest of the demons, who on more demon time, you have won the battle. You have won the war. Congratulations. I'm gonna end it there, y'all. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm here with the purpose of healing. That's my only purpose while I'm here, y'all. So if you have a story, if you have something that you went through, please share. You're not going to get no judgment from me. I grew up with a dark warlock. That's what they call me, witches, warlocks. So please like, comment, and subscribe. My next video is going to either be about the continuation of after my mother's death, or I might just make a video about my sister wounds, where I talk about my siblings and why I don't speak to none of them but one of them till this day. I gave y'all a little bit of why in this video, but I'll lay it all out for y'all in a video one of these days. Or it might be my next video, depending on how I'm feeling. Because this is like the second time I recorded 2 videos today because my phone deleted my videos. So whatever I said in those videos, my angel was like, nah. You doing too much. You doing too much. So I did too much. So hopefully they're happier with this.